Welcome everyone to episode 3 of the AC podcast. This is our summer special because me and Amy happen to be in two very far away places right now. But we decided that we still wanted to update you guys around our lives and have a little summer beach episode
Oh my
special
God, you literally
podcast.
stole what I was gonna say. What the? All right,
Yeah.
continue.
So I am currently at home in South Carolina, and I've been chilling here for pretty much the entire summer. But Amy is not at home. Where is Amy?
I am at home. I'm
Oh,
actually in Cambridge, where I was born and raised, if you can't tell by Max. Can I get a reach? Okay, I'm in Cambridge. Um,
yeah, I'll cut it.
what's the question again? Oh, I'm doing a study abroad here. Was there even a question?
Well,
I'm
I
just,
was. Where are you? Where are you right now?
oh, right. Good question. I'm in my dorm in Cambridge of
Wow!
the
Wow!
United Kingdom. For
Wow!
those of you who don't know.
Amy has transferred to Cambridge, everyone.
Yes, this is my
Amy.
goodbye episode. I'm not no longer at Yale. They kicked me out. Like,
Yeah, we just couldn't stand her. We had her expelled, and so she's never coming back to um, Yale, and that's why we rebranded from AC at Yale to just the AC podcast because Amy's no longer at Yale. Yeah,
yes.
and it's really sad to see. But anyways, so Amy is not doing a summer study abroad, and she is not coming back to Yale in a few weeks.
No.
And I am not excited to see her on Yale's campus in a few weeks.
Okay. So, um, yeah,
Wow. Okay.
basically all our
Amy,
life
tell me
updates.
about Cambridge so far. Like, what classes are you taking? How are you spending your time in England
Hmm.
across the pond? Tell me
Oh
everything.
my God. This is such a good question, Kayla. I love this question. Wait, I'm actually so unserious right now. Okay, so basically each person has to take like 3 courses. And like you can either choose like 2 6-week courses and 1 3-week course, or like 2 3-week courses and 1 3-week course, but like it just starts later.
Oh,
So
so you just learn less in the other option.
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I was like, no, you can only do the 2 6-week option.
yeah.
So I
Uh-huh.
was like, okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm taking a
Mhm.
negotiating piece in a conflict changing landscape class,
Oh,
sustainability, and the political economy of natural resource management.
damn. Damn. Wow, those sound so smart. Like that sounds like you are doing some real shit. Are you doing real shit in the classes?
Interesting question. I learned. Wait, I feel like guys, I'm sweating now. This is the
Sorry, I don't mean to interrogate you regarding your attentiveness to your classes.
I think I'm just like not as good at international relations as I thought I was gonna be.
Mm,
Like they
mhm,
start bringing up conflicts and I'm like, I didn't even know that was going on. So I
mm.
feel like I'm just a little underinformed.
Okay.
But it's inspired me. Like I'm gonna become like a New York Times, not New York Times, New York Times plus other news sources potentially
Mhm.
informed, maybe. Yes, that's
Oh, okay. So you're like more determined to be more news literate in
very inspiring. This is supposed to be my like self-growth arc,
mm-hmm.
training arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the training
Yeah.
arc that follows the beach episode. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I all in one. You just get
Yeah.
it right in a row. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Wait, because I was also thinking about global affairs as a major at Yale, but then I realized that I know absolutely nothing about global affairs. Like it sounds cool in thought, but then actually diving into it, I'm like, wow, I know nothing, and I don't know if this is for me. So I completely understand, but you've seemed to take in a different direction with it, with your where you're like, oh, I don't know much about it, but I'm inspired to take on more to fully
Inspired.
immerse myself in world politics.
Right. I
Yeah.
actually started playing Sudoku. Um,
Okay. Okay.
but yeah, I'm sure I'll get to the news thing soon.
Oh yeah, because it's like adjacent. The
Right.
news games are adjacent to the news, and so
Exactly.
you'll
You
eventually
understand.
just cross over. Yeah, that makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes
I'm sure I'll somehow become educated at one
yeah.
point in my maybe.
Wait, I also got into Sudoku this summer.
You're
I saw
joking.
that you posted on your story about how you were
Oh,
playing the Washington Post crossword. And yeah, I've also been working on crossword stuff, but
oh yes.
I've been I've been playing the expert levels on sudoku.com.
Don't
And
play with me right now. And you can solve them?
I can solve them. Yeah, wait, and I I only do like the sub 30%, like 30% of people solve this puzzle. I find the sub 30s more exciting, but I think sometimes they put impossible ones in the sub 30, like the ones that you have to guess at least once in the sub 30s. But I think for like 75% of the sub 30 ones I can do without guessing. Yeah, and I can teach you the ways. Like I can be your guru.
Okay. I understand. You know, I worked on the New York Times Sudoku medium level for
Mhm.
2 hours and I
Oh,
still didn't figure it out. It literally reset. It
oh, oh, like at midnight?
hmm
Oh my goodness. Wait, no, but like I think there's a learning curve. Because the first Sudoku I did was in like fourth grade gifted and talented class. And
Wait,
so
you were
I feel like
trained.
I've had time to sort of let it sink into my skull.
Okay, I see, I see.
Also,
Okay.
does New York Times allow you to do like the rebuses where you like put potential? Uh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
wait, okay, so like learning how to use those is like the cheat code to solving Sudoku because it gets so much easier once you know, like once you start putting those numbers in.
Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise you have to like keep it all in your head and like
Wait, I wrote them all out. I wrote down like every single possible combination and I just was like stuck. So
wow.
maybe this is a me thing,
No,
I
no.
think. I
I
like
think I think you're on the right track and you just need the final push, right? And I think I'd love to help you get to that final push.
thank you so much. I think I'm doing like a try not to cry challenge right now.
No,
I'm gonna have
no.
one of these chocolate things again.
Oh shit. Cut,
But
cut. I just dropped
okay.
a whole container of buttons. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But as I was cleaning up the buttons, as I was losing my marbles and losing my buttons, Amy, you had a question?
Yes, and I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget the phrasing. It's in all caps. Frustrations with sewing? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Wow.
Because I was so curious about what your sewing process was like. Like give me like one of the pieces you've created and like your thought processes. Like let me enter the mind of Caleb Zhao.
Okay. And the design philosophies of Maison Xiao. Okay.
Of course.
So this is one of my most recent pieces.
Oh,
This
why
is
is it actually so cute?
thank you.
Are you gonna be
But
making
yet to
more?
get
Can
it
I buy one?
embroidered, I have to go to the public library
Mhm.
and use their embroidery machine because that's expensive and I don't have one. Um, but the design philosophy started when me and I was just asking people about what things they wanted me to recreate or maybe gain inspiration from. And so this piece is specifically commissioned by my girlfriend. And so she sent me a whole bunch of white skirts on Pinterest that she found exciting. And I really liked I guess, like poofy skirt motif. And I thought that it's like I was piecing together in 3D what that would look like. And then I was like, oh, it's like just a giant like circle, right? And then you fold the circle onto itself to make it
Oh,
puffy. And so it's a fairly simple idea. And then I just kind of I bought the fabric from Walmart. Walmart's my big fabric supplier. Um,
cool.
Yeah, and then I made the giant like torus circle thing, folded it on itself, and then made all the fringes so that the like inner circle and the outer circle would match, and then sewed it all together. But in terms of like frustrations with sewing, having to like fill up the spool every time, and sometimes things get jammed and all that. It's a time consuming process. I didn't realize that for every stitch you make, you have to pretty much line it all up with the pins beforehand. And so every like stitch I make, I realize it takes twice as long as I think it would. And so I've spent many an afternoon just um sewing away. But
Wow.
I don't know, I find it really
Therapeutic?
therapeutic sometimes. Like I just listen to podcasts and um, start sewing away. But
Which podcast?
oh well, I listen to a lot of Fear and I don't know if you know Fear and um
That doesn't sound like AC at Yale, so I'm
the
not
oh
familiar.
that's so true.
I'm just-
I'm sorry, I actually
What is
listened
Fear
to
and?
only
What is Fear
AC at
and?
Yale on repeat. And
I listen to it every morning when I
yeah,
wake
no,
up.
and I listen to it on 0.25 speed so I can just like fully absorb every single word that they say because I find it so like just um deep and sentimental and
It's so profound.
meaningful. Yeah, exactly. They're like truly the poets of our age, frankly, with the words that come out of their mouth. I don't know them though. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I would love
Yeah.
to meet the person one day. That's actually like, oh my God. Yeah. What is
Um,
Fear and about? I'm not very familiar with like
Oh,
other people.
okay. So I watch a little bit of like Twitch streamer stuff. And so a few of my like a few of the streamers that I watch made a podcast. And so if you know the names of Hasanabi, Will Neff, Cutie Cinderella, and Austin Show, they just make a podcast where they talk about um life, and usually that descends into like sex and um
I'm gagged.
and just like the LA lifestyle, but I find it really funny to listen to because they're all very funny in their own way. Um or really they're like just characters, and watching them interact is absurd, but also is quite hilarious at times.
Wait, that's like so fun.
It is. And I just, whenever I am sewing away, I just pull up their podcast and I listen to them rant about the most random things while I am myself ranting about my pesky sewing machine. But I
Okay.
will miss it when I come to Yale because then I have
Wait,
to
why
use
don't you just bring it
one.
with you?
It's kind of hefty. Wait, this will be good.
Okay.
So this is my baby.
Yes, singer. Okay. Okay. Wait, you're like that guy on Instagram, Joe. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do know that guy who makes
Yes.
like dresses for his girlfriend. Right?
Did they break up?
Did they?
I thought they did. It was like the most devastating thing
Oh, to be honest, I've only seen him like
with
in my reels. I've never actually like clicked on his profile and gone through his specific reels.
Oh,
I've
okay.
just seen him like as I'm doom scrolling. But yeah.
Okay.
Then jump cut to I want to know more about your experience. And
My experience.
there's not a thought behind those eyes, but I'd love to know how you're spending your free time at Cambridge. I assume you're partying it up. Like if we know Amy, we know she
Right.
is.
I did go to a club.
Oh,
Oh my God, wait, I did go to Oh my God. Guys, I can't do it like any
it's okay. You don't have to share
like
it if you don't want to.
no, I will because it's so freaking funny. Like it's like not
Okay.
even like oh my God, oh my God. Sorry, I just like I think like the clubs, okay, I've heard this is from other people.
Mhm.
From their experience, they've told me clubbing in the UK is not worth it. If you're gonna go, do whatever your alcohol thing is, whatever your place is,
Yeah.
go to London for the pubs.
Mm.
As a counter argument, I've also heard that the pubs are expensive in London. So I don't really go out, but people like talking about this kind of stuff. They're like, oh my God, what kind of clubs should I go to? What kind of pubs should I go to? So I just rotate between those two phrases. And that's literally like, I just like zone out of the conversation. I go in airplane mode and they're talking about whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I heard pubs are expensive. And they're like, yeah. And they start going on about something. And then if I'm feeling like a little jazzy, maybe I'll be like, I heard the clubbing's not that worth it. And they're like, you're so right. It's not. And I'm like, done. That's it. That's all you got to do. Life hack.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I did go to one club. I went to two clubs actually. The first one was an LGBTQIA plus club.
Hmm.
I was not aware. Really nice people. Um, I was not like okay, my friends and I were sitting like walking around, and this guy, I guess like the bouncer or whatever, he's like advertising the club to us, which first of all should have been our like a red flag. We should
Yeah.
have known. And he's like, what are you guys looking for? And we're like, just like good music. And there he was like, we have that. Come in, come in, come in. Yeah, he was like, jump right in. And so we do. And everyone was really nice. They were just all making out. And I was just like, okay. And then we went to the floor below that because they were like, it was a multi-tiered club. It
Wow.
was like,
Okay.
yes. And then the first floor is what they call it. It's like ground first, second. I'm
Hmm.
European, I guess.
Uh-huh.
The first floor, it was nobody. It was empty, like actually empty. And so
Okay.
all of us stood there, pretty much sober, in a circle with no one else there. And it was pretty psychological.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like the best time.
Right. And then like a group of guys come, like they come in and then they automatically leave because they are not straight and they are not interested in seeing us there.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so we go to another club and that one is crazy. That was like all the people who are like around our age because the people at the other club were also low-key older, which is
Mm-hmm.
fine. That's just like not like a very comfortable like partying
It
environment.
was
I
not the vibe that you were looking for.
right.
Yeah.
And like first of all, we're in a line to get in and a guy was like, "Hi." And so I said hi back. And then he
Mhm.
said, "I love you." And then I literally like audibly was like, "Oh no." I was so in shock. I know he didn't mean, I know he was super drunk.
Mhm.
I know he was just saying, I was just like so in shock. Like I didn't know how to react to that kind of situation. But I think that's like just genuinely like my react. Like I just don't know what else I'm supposed to say. Like what am I supposed to say?
Like, how are you supposed to respond to a
Yeah,
drunk
let me
person
know,
flirting with
Caleb. Let
you?
me know.
That's a yeah, because
You
I
tell
just
me.
encounter that situation on the daily. Like,
Right.
I
Like
just
people just like
go and all the drunk people are just like fawning over me, and
right.
I really know how to give you advice in this
It must
moment in
be such
time.
a tough life.
Um, and you know, your guess is as good as mine.
And then as we walked into the club, two guys got in like a fist fight.
Oh,
And I was borrowing my friend's I didn't bring partying clothes. So I borrowed my friend's and she
yeah.
was like, "This white skirt is my sister's. Don't get it dirty." And they were fighting and they
Uh-huh.
threw a drink and I got splashed on the skirt. I was like, "Oh my God, you've got to be joking me." And there were like people that just like they're just it was just crazy. I feel like the club is so like nasty and humid and like there's so little space and like a girl who was carrying like this huge bag was like jumping up and down and partying and every time she jumped her bag would like hit another person and I was just like, girl, you are like taking out everyone in the club just by being here. So yeah, that was just a little snippet of
Wow. No, holy wow. I think that maybe the Yale party culture seems maybe a little tamer. And so I think you came in with that sort of preconception of what partying was, and uh I had a brutal surprise, it sounds like.
yeah. I also turned around because like everyone was so close to each other. And, like this person kept bumping into my back, and I'm like, that's it. What is this guy's problem? And he was with another girl, and they were like, and I was like, I actually screamed out loud. Like my friend started laughing because like I was like jump scared. Oh my God.
Mhm. Okay. Wow. That was a story for for how you spend your free time.
I think you're the first person I like ranted to this about. So this is very fresh. I usually tell
Mm.
my sister first, but I think
Oh, okay. So like you've been in a I assume you found like your people at Cambridge?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. I think, okay, the way I approached the study abroad was I wanted to like, this was like, okay, wait, this is actually a little more serious. Not
Okay.
that, but like, I wanted this to be
Mood
like
switch. I'm so
self-growth.
serious. I'm serious now.
I wanted this program to be like a self-growth thing. Like, I wanted to come in here and just like focus on myself and like try to do all the things that like I was previously like too distracted to do, if that makes sense. Like, I wanted a change of scenery so I could focus on like doing the hobbies that I maybe felt like a little burnt out with or like that kind of thing. So I did meet a lot of people and I'm friends with them. But I think usually when I have the option, I kind of like don't really like hang out with them as much.
Mhm. You're taking time
Guys,
for
I'm gonna
yourself.
sound like such a loser.
No,
Wait. Wait, I know
no,
people.
no.
Please. I think I think I wanted this chance to like be more independent. And
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
obviously like I make time to like hang out with friends, run with them, eat with them. But I do appreciate the peacefulness
yeah.
of
I
like
think
just being
yeah. It sounds like you're sort of cleansing yourself and really focusing on your own mental health while at on the study abroad. And that makes sense because like I feel like in a few weeks you're going to be thrust into the Yale ecosystem, which is super like socialization heavy, and
yeah.
it can be difficult to take time for yourself in the Yale ecosystem as opposed to I guess your Cambridge study abroad program.
Wait, I feel so validated. Thank you. I was like thinking like maybe I'm just like antisocial or like maybe there's like just something, but like also I don't know.
Wait, I
It's
feel like that's easy to do though. Like that's easy to blame yourself for being antisocial and you feel like you're missing out on like potential, I guess, connection or potential like socialization time and stuff like that. I've definitely had that sort of struggle in South Carolina too, because I'm so far removed and I need to reach out to everyone virtually as opposed to in
oh like hanging
person.
out with them and stuff.
And like the additional effort that comes with that and not colliding with everyone every day, you know? Um, but really, it's like at the end of the day, you're who makes your life, you know? And so I think that having a time where I can focus on myself and my own passions and also my own sort of health was ultimately a good time to spend the summer as well.
I think that's like so important.
Mhm.
It just makes you like more resilient and like it reminds you of like I don't know, I feel like it's a very good opportunity for self-reflection.
I want to hear about the touristy things you've done while
Oh, oh my
in
God.
in England.
Okay. There's a place, guys, called Harrods. It's not in Cambridge.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You went too, right?
I didn't go, but that was one of the things that was on my to go thing that we weren't able to do.
Unbelievable, Caleb. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, I'm crying for you right now. I'm like,
Wait,
let
did you
me
go to the one in London?
describe for you. Hmm?
Did you go to the one in London?
Yeah, I think it's only in London. There's
Oh,
not.
okay, okay, okay.
I took a day trip to London just to go to Harrods. I spent the entire day at Harrods, and it was
Wow.
honestly such an incredible experience. Like the first they have a floor dedicated to food. They have a chocolate room. They have like everything you ever imaginable. They have a cheese section, they have a smoothie section, they have like fish if you're into that. Um salami, like bread, pastries. Oh my God. And they have cafes on each floor. How many floors are there? Good question. There are five. There are five. And each one is so unique. Wait, I don't know why this is so emotional right now.
No, please continue. I'm all ears.
Okay. So the first floor has like the food as I was talking to you about, but they
Yeah.
also have watches, they have purses, they have jewelry. And then the second floor, you get a little into like I think it's a men's section, or is it
Mm.
I don't know. The second Oh man, I forgot the order. I need to go back.
Yeah, that's a reminder that you need to refresh your memory and you need to go
Yes, I
back to
think so
Harrods.
too. They
Yeah.
even have a hair salon. They have a hair salon, they have a
Wow.
furniture
Okay.
shop.
Yeah.
Like I've been there a total of 3 times in my whole life, and I still don't understand the layout. It's just
Wow. No, it sounds like it's its own like theme park. Like it's its own mini city in there.
it really is. Oh my God, you're right. It's like a theme park for adults. That's literally
Hmm.
what it is.
Wait, tell me about your shopping experience though, because like isn't Harrods where all the luxury stuff is? Like,
Oh yeah, but I don't get anything. I
oh.
just wait, I really like looking at things, but I hate trying stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's like so much work.
Wait, so
But
you were just there to sort of window shop to get to soak it all in.
yes, I did get their food.
Mhm.
I think my honest opinion, and this really hurts my feelings to say, like really deeply, because I love Harrods. I love Harrods, but their desserts are mid.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
it hurt me so bad. It hurt me so
Oh
bad.
my
Wait, what
God. Oh
is
my God.
that?
I just saw the end of your career flash before my eyes. Amy Choi
I don't know.
canceled for
I'm never gonna get a sponsorship
Harrod's
now.
take. No, that's completely understandable. I feel like, you know, um, they're known for things other than their dessert, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you so should have gone to Harrods. Wait, I feel like that's like so your thing.
I should have.
All
I
the
should have.
brands.
No, but
You just don't have enough time.
yeah, I guess I can speak a little bit about my London trip. It was actually the first time that I've ever been to Europe, and so I sort of I planned it out for the family, and uh, learned all the metro system and not it's not even called the metro system, the underground system, and we basically speed ran all of like the historical landmarks and all of the art museums. In London, and it's gigantic. There's so many. But one of the things that was on our list was like shopping, and so we went to Covent Gardens for most of the shopping. We actually went there twice because my mom wanted to uh go back. She was like, "Oh, there's things that we missed." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, okay, okay. I
So
see.
we decided to go back. And yeah, so we never actually ended up making it to Harrods, but I think it was just like a time thing. But that's okay, because like I think that just means that if we go back in the future, we have
Yeah, at
places
least
to
you have
go to.
something.
There's a continual list of things that we can still spend our time doing. Yeah,
Yes,
but
yes.
that's definitely on the bucket list because I feel
Mm.
like Harrods is like the um Bergdorf Goodman of England.
What is Bergdorf?
Wait, because I only learned about Bergdorf Goodman.
Wait,
And
what is
the
that? Am I dumb?
absolutely insane name that is. But it's like a department store, but like bougie department store.
Oh,
Like
I see.
there's like booths and boutiques for all of these really high-end brands. And it's in like this very Art Deco New York City building. Actually, it's split between two buildings. One building's only for men, and one building's only for women.
Mhm.
And it's a crazy department store experience. It feels like you've stepped into the 1970s almost with the kind of like feel that it gives you because they have like the lighting is very like 1970s 1960s vibe. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, I feel like that translates over. Maybe I assume they probably got inspired by Harrods to make Bergdorf.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I have to remember that America wasn't the first person, it wasn't the first country to do things.
Yeah. Wait, it's like so similar. Like even like the Soho and like all that stuff.
Yeah. It is very similar. And then I'm like, wow, they really stole that from New York. I can't believe that they they
Like wow, so
stole
unoriginal.
and kind of like how West End is just a ripoff of Broadway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of West End, there was a show that I had booked for my family, Phantom of the Opera, but I booked it for the day that we were leaving, because I'm stupid.
No.
And so I tried reselling them, but they're really picky about like the like quality of the ticket when you resell them. So I like tried to and then I couldn't. And so I was like, wow, it's better if someone sees Phantom of the Opera if we can't see Phantom of the Opera. So I gave the tickets to someone who might also be in this call right now. Amy, tell me about your Phantom of the Opera
Oh
experience.
my God, wait, I was so freaking grateful. And I felt so bad because, okay, so I had class.
Mhm.
The show was at 7, and I think my class ended at like 4:45, like 4:45 or like something that was like, oh, this is kind of cutting it late.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I sped ran and I tried to catch like the train and I didn't catch it. I missed
Oh.
it. And so by the time I got to London, it was already like 7. But the show started at 7:30 or
That's
something.
true. It does say 7:30.
Yes, yes, yes. And I invited my friend Sophia to come watch it with me very last minute, and she was also willing to host me, which is so nice. Um, so we ran, and my phone ran out of battery. That was the point of the story. This story was told very badly, but like the point is, I ran out of battery, and
Yeah.
before that, I had texted Caleb. I'm like, Caleb, I will get all the photos for you. I will make sure it feels like you're there. And I was like, oh my God. And I was so worried because I didn't have a phone charger on me like that. And
Mhm.
I thought they would have one on the train, but they didn't.
Oh my goodness.
So I just but we ended up getting in. We got there. It was so nice. The props were like so well designed. The costumes were really well designed and the people
Mhm.
were so talented. So it was like honestly so enjoyable. Except one guy next to me was he was a little stinky. Like
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. VO in this country is so.
is it worse?
Ooh. I was gonna say yes, like instantly, but then like I thought about some of the classes that I've been in Yale, and I was just like, no, maybe it's about the same. Uh,
Wait, isn't Phantom of the Opera the one with the falling chandelier? Is that a
yes.
spoiler? Wait, isn't that the beep?
Yeah, it was like honestly, like how they did it was like they had the chandelier, right?
Mhm.
And they had some mechanism that like allowed it to like look like it was falling down and then roll down the middle onto the stage.
That's crazy.
Isn't
Uh-huh.
it crazy? I was just like, it was so incredible. I will also say my vision was bad, and Sophia did get one photo, but her phone quality was like it was like a little musty. And so I think I sent it to Caleb and
Yes, yes,
not,
I did in fact get it.
not respond directly to the photo. I'm sorry. I did not do it justice.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just glad that you were able to experience that on West End. Um, and
I was so grateful. Like, thank you so much. Like,
of
I cannot
course,
even
of
like it was so
course. And you know, this is just the type of thing that I do for my friends. I'm just such a generous
what?
person. Like,
Why an advertisement?
I'm just such a good Samaritan. You know, people call me the Asian Mr. Beast. Um,
Thank
I'm just
you.
kidding. Just kidding, guys. That was on my mom's credit card.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Anyways, um, do you want to talk a little bit about the incoming school year, perhaps? Like, what are you most excited for? Do you have any goals for sophomore year? Have you even started thinking about it? It's okay if you haven't.
Okay, wait, I do have ideas. I have
Okay,
ideas
okay.
cooking in my brain. However, however, I'm a little nervous.
Hmm.
Like I technically don't really know what classes I'm taking. I wanted to take an environmental class and
Hmm.
I desperately need a humanities credit because tell me what, like sometimes when I think about my like strategy for my study abroad, like choosing the courses I chose, I think I'm like an actual idiot. Like I didn't choose any of the requirements that I actually need. I just chose the classes that I already have a lot of credits in.
Hmm.
Why
No,
are
it's
they?
okay. You took classes you were interested in, I hope.
Yes, they were so interesting. They just weren't. I just already had those. Like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? I could have taken any like humanity writing class. Wait, I'm gonna ask them to give me a writing credit because I wrote a dissertation. Okay, well, I haven't, but
Holy, yeah.
I feel like that's worth the writing
No, I
credit.
agree. I agree. You gotta guilt trip them a little bit. Like you put your whole brain into that
I
dissertation.
did. This whole thing is going on that paper. It's
Wait,
not, but like,
let me recommend you because I've been looking at classes for my fifth credit. Because I need to take something gut-y so that I can survive.
same.
And so I've been I've been
Please.
looking at like low workload, high rating classes. And it kind of like this class kind of borders on low workload, like the workload rating is at 3.0, or like a 2.8 to a 3. So it's kind of a lot of work,
That's a
but
lot.
like for a gut, I would assume. But the professor rating is like a 4.5, 4.7, something up there. And the class rating is also up there. And so I feel like you might enjoy it, but it's climate change and the humanities, and it counts as a humanities credit.
Oh my God,
Um,
I literally applied for that class.
oh,
Did you?
I didn't. All of this research I've been doing is after like registration happened. And so like I assume I'll be joining a lot of wait lists during shopping period.
Oh,
And
I am on, yeah, I am on the wait list because she's like, I love juniors and seniors. And I was like, hi, that's fine. I literally don't know. I don't even know what to do. It's fine. I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be a lot of work, but
Mhm.
we'll see.
You can take a 1.5 workload class that counts for absolutely no credit, but counts as one credit, so it can be your fifth class.
I
It's
just feel like that
called
has no value.
Central Javanese Gamelan Ensemble, where you learn how to play Polynesian, I think,
Oh my
instruments.
God. Wait, that
And
sounds so cool.
and you go once a week for like an hour and then you play instruments and you don't need any prior musical experience. And I read that and I was like, that sounds like the easiest class on earth. I need to sign up for that. So I'm gonna join the wait list for that.
You
And
should.
also at the very end of the 14 weeks, you put on your own performance as like a class. And so I can like invite everyone to watch me play Central Javanese instruments.
That's actually like the coolest thing I've ever heard. Wait, do they have literally like private lessons for instruments at Yale?
They do, but that requires like you know how to play it well.
Wait, I literally might take cello lessons,
Oh, wait, that's so smart. You should.
but then
Absolutely
I'd have
get
to
into it.
bring Cecilia with me
Oh.
all the way to New Haven, and she's a little bit larger. I'm not
Mhm. Cecilia is a bit difficult to
a
transport.
bit, yeah, like
Yeah,
she would
yeah,
need another seat on the
yeah.
plane. Oh my God, wait, I have a story unrelated, like related to this. Because
Okay, yes, please.
my high school orchestra took a trip to Iceland and I did not buy a seat for Cecilia at the time.
Mhm.
I like
You
was
brought
like, she
Cecilia
can
to
go.
Iceland?
Yeah, Cecilia's been to the world. It was for some weird orchestra performance thing.
Mhm,
And so like I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put her in like the luggage thing, like the whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
mhm.
The things that you check in. And like I had this bright pink cello case. And like Iceland's weather is a bit extreme. So
Mm.
when we landed, I looked out the window and I'm like looking at the landscape. I'm like, wow. And then I see like this little thing in the distance, like rolling across like the the flight road thing, like where the planes are like coming in basically. And I
Uh-huh.
see a little pink case rolling across, like getting absolutely hammered by the wind. And I'm like, so silly. And then that's when my cello died. And then she recovered, she came back, and I opened the case and her neck was broken. She literally died. So that's when I got Cecilia too, my current Cecilia, I think. Or maybe did we fix her?
Oh,
I don't really
it's
remember.
replacement Cecilia.
Yeah, I don't remember, but
Wait, so how does that even work? Like on the runway? Like you saw
yeah,
your
on the
on the
runway, like
runway?
they dropped, and she has wheels. The case had wheels. And it was like the wind was just carrying her along. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh God. Wait, also for context, I sucked at cello. Like, I'm not even joking. Not even in like a, oh my God, no, I'm sure you're
I'm
no.
so bad at cello. Oh my
I'm
God.
so bad at cello. No, but it was real. Like, I went to a competition with 5 people. 5 people. Everyone got an award except for me. First, second, third participation award. I didn't. Oh my God. Wait, that's so freaking embarrassing. I can't. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna try it again.
Wait, no, and you should. Maybe at Yale you'll find your find the spirit of Cecilia.
I can re-enter. Yes, I agree with you though.
Yes. Wait,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'd like to share a little bit about my sort of goals for this semester because I'm really excited to step in and see everyone again after, 3 months of like solitude, because I am located in the middle of nowhere. I'm excited to be able to see everyone's faces again and like collide with everyone, but also I'm really looking to like just build my sort of, I guess I could call it a small business now. The fashion brand Maison Xiao. There's a like small fashion brand on Broadway, which is like the main shopping street at Yale. And it's called Neville Wisdom, and they have a studio in the back. And you can pay a little bit to get basically permanent access to that studio. And that's really exciting. I'm excited to be able to like access a sewing machine and a serger and an embroiderer and also like 3D like cutting technology and stuff.
That
Uh
is so cool.
yeah, and so and also like get critiques from other fashion designers and basically just like build my I guess skills and designs and stuff. I'm really excited for that. And also, I think that Yale is such a perfect ecosystem to like do some kind of maybe some like performance art publicity stuff with branded clothing. So yeah, that's the plan. The
Oh my
plan
God, yes.
is to go crazy. I think I'll be really busy because that means I'll have to balance like building a brand alongside doing classes and alongside like doing all of the club duties and stuff. But I think that Yale, you have to keep yourself busy. So
Yeah. Wait, that's so are you thinking of doing like costume design? Is that what you meant by like working with like performing arts like that?
oh, I was thinking like impromptu fashion show or
Oh
like
my God, that's
um
so cool.
yeah, sort of like flash mob type stuff where you're intervening with the daily life of Yale's campus. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I've been looking into. Um, I don't want to leak too much because then that will
Oh,
be the surprise of it. But that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. And we'll see whether I can make that happen. It's a lot of planning beforehand and a lot of getting permission from Yale like administration as
oh
well.
yeah.
But you know,
That will get like a lot of publicity.
some of my like art mentors have said if you want to use Yale as a place to expand your art career, then you need to use it as a playground. And so that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Oh my God. Wait, can you just imagine like everyone on cross campus one day and then a bunch of people like and reveal
Yeah.
Caleb original design.
That's literally the plan. That's literally the
Wait,
plan.
that would be awesome. I am actually a little curious about this. You said you have like art mentors?
Well, I really only just have one, but yeah, if you like cold email alumni, this is a big thing for anyone that's interested in Yale or Ivies in general. Like they have such a strong alumni network, and I think all of the alumni really realized that they were in the same spot earlier in their lives where they were trying to get like sort of connections into the industries that they want to get into. And so like you just cold email, cold LinkedIn message a whole bunch of people, and maybe one or two will respond about um, like meeting up and just talking about what you want to do in life, and what they've done in life, and what lessons they learned in life, and it becomes sort of an informal mentorship type thing.
I
But
think
yeah,
that's like
I
so
just did
great.
that. The person I'm talking to owns a studio, a Challenger Imagination studio, and they do like just crazy performance art stuff. Like they locked ASAP Rocky into a room and like performed psychological experiments on them. And they did on a more professional side, they did the lighting and a little bit of the design of the Dior fashion show. I think the most recent one, or maybe the one before. Yeah. So it's been really cool to be able to converse with them about what they've done and how I can apply sort of their skill sets and what they've learned to what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Wait, this is like a random question-ish, but what is Asian American representation like in fashion specifically?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Not like
Because
familiar.
I feel like when you look at high fashion brands, it's sometimes very difficult to find, um, or at least when I'm looking, it's difficult for me to find Chinese American or
Yeah.
like brand owners. I think of Alexander Wang and I think of Vera Wang as like the two big ones, but past that, it's difficult to dive in further. I think that in terms of Asian American brands, there's quite a lot, and if you there's a lot of South Asian designers as well as Japanese American designers, and um, that have like crazy shows on in Fashion Week and stuff like that. And so I do think that we have a good level of representation, but I also think that there's a lot that can be done to expand that.
Yeah. Do they just not get as much, like, do they get as much publicity? Like, I would guess that they wouldn't.
I think that, I mean, I think
Um,
that when you think about sort of high-end branding, a lot of it is about history. It's about like the
mm,
legacy and sort of
like
the
the fact that they've been
exceptional
around for so
memory
long,
of
like
the
that.
brand. And it's simply that I don't think we've had enough time in that sort of limelight to create that sort of legacy compared to European brands, right? Um, and so I think that it will improve with time, but I think that simply because we just haven't had enough time to cement ourselves in an industry that really focuses on history.
Mm, interesting, interesting.
Yeah, that was my interview answer.
Wait, yeah, I did not mean to ask like that kind of, but I was like actually kind of just wondering.
No, and I appreciate that. But yeah, oh, and also I'm just really excited to work with friends and create stuff that they will enjoy wearing. And I hope that by the end of it, you can't go a day at Yale without seeing at least one piece of Maison Shell clothing. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
want to be able to propagate through campus clothes that are fun to wear.
I bet that the student environmental like the environmental coalition would like love to work with you, or at least like their pop-up
Yeah, yeah,
store.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I bet like they would really love that concept.
Wait, and I've tried to get into a little bit of upcycling and working with my old clothes, but I think that Yale is kind of like a fabric desert, is what I've learned. Like the closest place that you can get fabric is at Walmart, which is you have to take the CT bus over.
Oh, right. Wait,
And
so it'll
so
force you to like use people's.
exactly, that's like it's
Yeah.
I can just get all of my clothes uh from like thrifting places and like from places where they're donated and upcycle that. And I think that will help with, expanding my upcycling skills.
That's
Um,
literally like incredible. Wait, this project is like so good, Caleb. Like, yeah, literally like
thank you.
dedicating
Thank
our lives
you.
to you right now.
I actually paid Amy to say that. This is all
Okay.
sponsored.
Yeah, so I accept sell or oh my God, either one. But yeah, that's actually like super cool.
Yeah. So I needed something to do this summer that I could like say that I do, because I think that talking with older people from Yale, they say like one of the biggest mistakes that they made throughout their Yale career is that they didn't do anything during their first summer. And I was like, oh, I got rejected from all the internships that I applied to this summer, so I have to make something for myself, and create at least something that I can show for the work that I've done during the summer. So that this is my attempt, and we'll see how far it goes.
Honestly, my thing about that is like I agree with you completely. Like I feel like it's hard with personal projects sometimes, especially like long-term ones like yours, because like it may be hard to see like the progress within like such a short time, especially the
Mhm.
beginning. But I feel like you're doing like such a good job at like keeping yourself on track and like you have a clear vision. And like I see the potential. I actually see the future. I can read the tarot cards without them even being here. Like I feel like it's like you should be like really proud of this, honestly.
I'm trying. It is like it's difficult to get past the procrastination of it for sure. Like, and it's so intimidating because it requires you to learn so much. Um,
Yeah.
and you're exposed to so much. Like learning how to sew, and then learning, I now am like trying to learn Adobe Illustrator, and getting sort of tech pack skills. And then I'll have to find manufacturers, and then do all the legal and all of the sort of marketing things of making a business and setting up a website. And all of that's so like it's really
Yeah.
intense. But I don't know. Well, we'll see where it goes. And I've just like been forcing myself to just like put an hour of my life into it a day or something like that, and see where it takes me.
For all those fans out there who aspire to be like you, Caleb. Um, I'm really curious because I know that like when you do something a lot, like it becomes like a habit. Like, do you just wake up every day and like you feel like you have to like work on this, or like it just feels really natural to you at this point? Like it,
Um, I feel like you wake up with a sense of duty, but it's still like you need to push yourself to actually do it. It's like because you wake up in your bed, and your bed is so comfortable,
oh
and
my
you
God, wait, I was thinking that just now. I was like, yeah, that sounds so nice right now.
and it's you gotta like force yourself out of bed and to get started with editing, and to get started with drawing and planning and sewing and all that. Um,
Have you dealt with like a little bit of burnout, you think?
um,
Or not quite?
I think so. I think halfway through the summer, I just kind of plopped down in bed and did nothing for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. And I think it was just like once you settle into routine a little, it can be really easy to like fall out of it.
Mhm.
Because you might find it like a little a little redundant, repetitive, and so I found myself in a little bit of a rut. But then I think the London trip pulled me out, and
That's
I
really
think
good.
what's also really helpful is like time pressure. Like I realize I only have like 2 weeks left at home before I have to go back to
Don't play
Yale.
with me right now.
And
Don't say those words. Oh my God.
and so I have to like make use of that time. So I planned out day by day what my days should look like, so that I actually like I can get all the stuff that I want to do at home done before I come back to school. Yeah. Wait, I'm so sorry, Amy, for releasing that truth upon to you. Uh,
Mm. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
no, but I feel like isn't it exciting? You're gonna be in Berkeley. You're going, and Berkeley's, if you guys don't know, is like the closest college to cross campus. You're kind of really in the whole camp, like you're in the central campus area. Um, I feel like it's exciting.
My big news is, wait, did I already say this? Oh my God, wait, I literally am forgetting. I am going, well, this coming year, I'm gonna be a TA
Uh-huh.
for, what am I a TA for? Please don't fire me. Wait, I'm sorry, professor. Wait, hold on. Ordinary and partial differential equations.
Oh, okay. You're TA for a math class.
Yes, but it's like the engineering
Impressive.
version of the math class, so I guess it's a bit of like a cop out.
No, don't discredit yourself.
Wait, I'm really nervous because I tend to forget content really quickly. And like I
Mm.
was looking at some of the review questions because I was like, okay, I should practice. And I was God, Caleb. I was just like, what are all these numbers and letters? And I was like, I feel like I'm gonna be that TA that like students complain about, like, yeah, she's nice, but she doesn't know she doesn't know anything. And I'm gonna be like, yes, I'm trying. I'm trying. Also, since you were talking about projects, I guess I will also my free
Oh,
meeting will end in 10 minutes.
oh my
Upgrade.
goodness.
I got the pop-up on my
Okay, you have
screen.
10 minutes to talk about your project.
Okay, it's definitely not as fully fleshed out as yours, but I do want to. I know we've had controversial experiences with Sci City, but I do want to work with them because I
Mhm,
know they have a sustainability program specifically for like startups,
mhm.
and that is kind of what I'm interested in doing. I kind of want to work with like nutrition
Oh,
and
like food science kind of?
yeah, like that kind of thing, like
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
making it more accessible. So there's like a little project that I'm trying to like conceptualize. And so I was thinking maybe there's a mentor there, like someone that I could like at least ask for advice or like
Mhm.
bounce off of. So that's my ideas.
Wait, I like that. I like that. And I would recommend like once you flesh it out a little bit more that you like spam cold email anyone that has anything to
Yeah.
do with environmental science or sustainability at the School of Management or at the Center for Business and the Environment. Because that's
Good idea.
literally that's right up your alley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Except I know nothing about like economy. Oh my God. It's fine. Economic
Okay.
thing? Not
I
a
think
question.
I mean you get exposed to it and then you quickly learn after you get that like first level of exposure what the economy looks like. um yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at the questions that I had for you just in case I missed.
Oh, okay, we have 8 minutes left of this podcast. Throw them at me.
Oh my God. Wait, I asked, okay, wait, I'll tell you all the questions I came up with, but we
Okay,
already covered some of these, like basically all of them.
okay.
Um, okay, it was a sewing one. Give me a day in the life. But I feel like for you, based on what I'm hearing, it would be different depending on like the part of summer, I
mm.
guess.
um yeah, it's to be honest, it's kind of boring.
Okay.
I
I
just
feel
spend in my room and I do stuff that is productive and then some stuff that's not productive at all. But
balance.
you balance. Exactly.
I asked, what are you most excited about for school? But you already answered. Oh, you kind of did touch on this a little, but it was how easy was it for you to keep in touch with Yale friends? Because I guess I
Mm.
have seen a lot of posts of people like meeting each other and like people
Mhm.
who especially are like frequent travelers. But you're saying like it's a little more isolated down there,
Yeah,
yonder.
in the south.
In
Yeah,
Carolina.
it's been really difficult. I think Instagram has been my primary form of communication with people, which is kind of not the best. Like I'm just commenting other people's stories and stuff.
Yeah.
And because like it's everyone's busy and finding a time to FaceTime is hard, and requires a lot of effort, uh, sometimes. But then I do it and then I'm like, oh, I gained so much out of this. Like it's so refreshing to hear their voices again.
Wait, it's
So
true. It's true.
uh it's difficult, but I'm working on it. Sometimes I come out of bed and I'm just like, I don't want to talk to a single person today. And you know that those are the moods too. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely difficult to keep up with. And then I think about what I will do after I graduate, and it's really like, wow,
Oh,
it's like if you're not working in the same city as them, I feel like I could probably only keep up with like 5 to 10 people from Yale, like past college. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, like
it's difficult.
I see. If it makes you feel any better, I think my sister, she already graduated and like her and her friends all live like in different cities.
Hmm.
And she still found the time to like find ways to like hang out with them. Like her and one of her friends, like all they do is like watch movies together online. Or like
Mm-hmm.
she'll call them really often or like they'll visit her, like they'll put in a lot of effort. And like some of them are in like med school, so they're like relatively busy, but they can still find ways to like navigate it.
That's
So
so
don't feel
smart. Wait,
Good
and
to know.
that's genius. Like
Genius.
me working on next summer, like what I need to do is create like some sort of pattern that I do with one specific person. Like
Nice.
I watch the newest season of some TV show with this person. So when it comes out, I have to do it even if it's during the summer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you have to do
Oh,
something
I see
themed.
what you're, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah,
I understand.
yeah. Okay, that's
Wait, it's
smart.
so much
That's smart.
easier.
No,
Yeah.
because like I was like, I would not have talked so much to the A of the AC podcast maybe if we didn't share
The
this
pod,
project together.
right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I was talking to Ryan about this. I was like,
To Ryan beep.
wait, yeah, because I was saying like I really like this podcast because like I get to have I like make time actively to be able to like catch up with you and like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
talk to you. I feel like it's actually like such a good way for us to maintain like our friendship.
I agree. And the videos are just a bonus at this point.
Exactly. And if we
Yeah.
make money from this, I'm just kidding. I need like multiple
Wait,
jobs
no,
right
because
now to make up for all the spending I did here.
oh, that
Did you
um
eat the Borough Market strawberries?
Borough Market strawberries.
Yes. Have you seen it? Like it's like the strawberries and like the chocolate that's like, you
I will
know?
put a video, I will put like a photo of it on in editing, but I've never actually seen it. Wait,
Really? Wait, did you go to Borough Market?
I did not. Wait, oh my goodness. We did completely different activities.
What was
Um,
your favorite historical site of
oh,
London?
definitely the Tower of London. It was
Ooh.
I was like I was kind of like downplaying it before I like went and saw it. Like I was like, "Oh, it's just like a fort. It's not going to be that interesting." But then you learn about like the people that lived there, the torture that they endured. You see all of the crowns and stuff.
Yeah.
And you see a bunch of like knights and the entire just environment. You get to see some of the red like royal guards and stuff like that. And I also had my first Scotch egg there, which Scotch eggs are so good. They're so tasty.
Did you have the same Scotch egg that I had?
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
I had a
Wait. So,
frozen
so you
one.
hated your Scotch egg?
Yeah, I did not like it. I thought
Oh,
it was okay. I just thought it was like, I was just confused. I was so confused.
wait. Maybe we had to because like mine had like the slightly runny yolk still, and
Oh my God. Okay, so
like
I had a convenience store one, so yours was better, it
oh,
seems.
okay. And it was like freshly fried too, and I was
Okay,
like, this is so good.
so now you're just
Yeah, I think
recommending.
we had different Scotch egg experiences. Maybe no, but maybe that's your reminder in your last few um hours of England to enjoy a restaurant Scotch egg. Yeah.
Oh, but the meal deals, I like live for them.
Do you find yourself at Tesco a lot?
Oh no, for me it's Sainsbury. But
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
after I recently discovered M&S, which I know like it's everywhere, but like I didn't go into it because the front was not architecturally appealing. So
They could do better marketing.
yeah, they could do a little better, like actually. But oh my God, it's the best place I've ever been to in my entire life. They have muesli, they have so many prepackaged meals. Like even if it doesn't,
Holy,
but it's like the
yeah.
fact that there's so many options. Yeah.
Wait, that's so good to hear. Wait, I've actually never heard of the M&S. When I came, I just we loaded up on snacks and stuff from Tesco and from Sainsbury.
Mm,
I ate so much shortbread at in London because I
hold on.
find it's like it's such a good cookie. Like it's a better than the American cookie, I feel like. But that's just my opinion.
Did you have the digestives?
Are those good too?
Wait, I heard they were good, so I got they're pretty good. They're actually
Okay.
Good.
Wait, I would love to talk more, but there's only less than a minute left of this Zoom meeting, and so therefore there's only a less than a minute left of this podcast. So we should probably wrap it up. We're going to talk about digestives, Amy's digestives, next episode, or the start of next episode, and it's going to be the craziest thing you've ever seen. Thank you so much for tuning into
Laughing.
the AC podcast, episode 3. What do you have to say, Amy?
Bye. Time. I
Bye,
feel like we
guys.
should.
Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.